Hi, this is June with New Orleans Potions, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make two color concentrates. One is a cream for fair skin and the other one is beige for beige skin tones. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is we want to do the lighter shade. So this is my Hamilton Beach coffee grinder. I use this for making all smaller portions of product. So I want to put 1 teaspoon of yellow oxide. Okay, and then I want to put 3 medium scoops of brown oxide. These are scoops I get from TKB Trading. They come in a small, medium, and a large. So we want 3 medium scoops of brown oxide. Okay, that's the brown oxide. Where did I do the lid? Okay. And then I want to put 2 medium scoops of red oxide. This would be red oxide, red shade. So I want to do 2 medium. Okay, and then we want to do 1 small chromium oxide green. No, I'm sorry, it's 2 smalls. 2 small scoops. Okay, so that was 1 teaspoon of the yellow oxide, 3 medium scoops of the brown oxide, 2 medium scoops of red oxide, red shade, and then 2 small scoops of chromium oxide green. Okay, and the next thing I want to do is I'm going to put a piece of saran wrap over the top just to keep it clean. I'll use this one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind this in my coffee grinder for about 3 minutes. And I'm going to tap that and take that off. See how it gets stuck? So what I'm going to do is I am going to grind this one more time for about 1 minute. Okay, we are going to put this in a container. And what I do is I store this in little bags, or you can store it in these cups with lids. And then when you go to use it, all you need to do is you start with, what I tell people to do is start with a pinch, because you can always add more for the color. So I would take like a pinch of this and put it into your foundation, which I will give you a link to your the recipe for the mineral foundation. And then you would grind those 2 things together for about 2 minutes and then test it on your skin and see if it needs to be, if you need to add a little more color to it. So this would be for fair skin, very fair skin. Okay, so the second color we are going to make is going to be beige. I'll put this aside. And this would be more for like a beige skin tone. Okay. You can see these are real easy to make. Get that in there. Okay. All right, so the first thing for the beige I want to put is 1 1/4 teaspoon of yellow. This is yellow oxide, so we're going to put 1 and 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, and then the next thing we want to put is 1/4 teaspoon of red oxide. And then we want 3 medium scoops, of the chromium oxide green. Okay, and then the last thing we want are 2 medium scoops of ultramarine blue. And this makes up your beige color. And like I said, with the other one, when you're doing this, I would start with, when you're making it, I would put your mineral base in the coffee grinder, and then I would put 1 dash of the color grind in, just so you can start, because you can always add more. Okay, we're going to grind this for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, now that that is completely mixed, take that off. And then I'm going to put that in this cup. So when I go to use this, move this to the side, I will start with 1 dash of this in my color base, in my mineral base. And then you will grind the 2 things together for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, and that's the one for beige. Actually, what I'm gonna do, since I have it all out, let's go ahead and make one of the foundations. So I'm going to pour the mineral base into the grinder. And then I'm going to start with, where did I put, let's see, 1 dash or a pinch. Let's start with a pinch. And beige is my color, so we're gonna do 1 pinch. And then we're going to grind this and see what color it comes out to be. Okay, let's check the color. And see how it just makes a nice beige color? But that looks a little light for me. So I'm going to test it on my skin. So that's a little light for me, so I'm going to put another pinch in and grind it again. Okay, now that I added more to it, that looks more like my color. So you can see it's a little more beige. Test a little bit this next to the other one. Just has a little more color to it. So that would be a very light beige. Okay, and then once you make your foundation, if it is a little too orange, you will add just what I usually use is like my drop spoon, and I would add just a little bit of like a drop of blue if it's too orange. If it's too pink, you can add some of the chromium oxide green, and I would do all of these with a drop. If it's not pink enough, you can add a little bit of like a drop of the red oxide. If it's not golden enough, you can start with a drop of the yellow oxide. If it's too dark, you add more titanium or more base. If it's too light, you can always add more of your color base to get more color. And then if it's too yellow, you can add a little of the red. And like I said, I would start with my drop, and then I would grind it, test it on my skin, and see what color it is before I would add any more. Okay, this is June with New Orleans Potions, and this was the color grind for beige toned skins and cream fair skin.